So guys, today inshallah we will be talking about the people of cave. The people of cave. And Allah mentioned that in Surah Al-Kahf. It's a surah in Juz 15. In Juz 15, or in our way, Bengali, Indian and Pakistani people, we call para. Each part of Quran we call it para, isn't it? There are 30 paras of the Quran, and Allah mentioned that story in Juz 15, the para 15, okay, where there is a surah, Surah Kahf, Surah Al-Kahf, right? Al-Kahf means cave, okay? And Allah mentioned the story of the people of cave. Who are they? They were few people who believed in Allah, who said there is no God but Allah, and He is only one. He is all by Himself. Yeah. He doesn't have any partner.
He doesn't have any daughter or
yes, son.
mommy or
yes, exactly.
dad.
Yes, exactly.
I
Thank you.
already
Good.
know
Good.
it.
MashaAllah. So, where they used to live, that country's king was a tyrant. He used to call himself God as well. Do you understand? He used to call himself
God.
a god. Okay? So, they wanted to force everyone to believe the king as a god. Are you listening?
Yeah.
So these people, they were 6 or 7 people. Okay, they actually believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and when they heard the king is spreading the news that everyone has to believe in him as a god, they became rebellious and they started saying, no, we do not believe in king, because king cannot be a god. King is a human being like us, so he cannot be a god. You understand? Since they say that, the king started looking for them. Okay, king started looking for them, and king was so angry he wanted to kill them. Are you listening? So then what happened after? Can you sit nicely? Good girl. What happened after? The king sent some police to look for them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave some idea on their head, so they just decided to do something else, something which will make them escape the country. So what they did was they just planned to escape the country. All right, so they prepared for themselves. They took all the necessary stuff in their bags and baggages, and then what happened after? They started walking. On their way they found another man, and that man was a shepherd. He was a shepherd. He was a cowboy. Do you understand? And he was with a dog. He was with a, because as you know the shepherds, they do keep a dog, isn't it? For the herd, to control the sheep and goats, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the shepherd was, when the shepherd saw them, he understood. He was a believer as well. He was a Muslim. He quickly understood they are believing men. You understand?
Yeah.
So then what happened? He asked, excuse me, where are you going? Who are you? Can I know your identity, please? They said, you don't tell anybody. Once they saw that this man, always the believing people used to be the poor class. Do you understand? That those people who are poor in society, they believe in Allah so much. Do you understand? It has been like since the beginning of Islam, every time, in every prophet's time, it used to be the poor class people who believed in Allah first. Did you get that? The rich people, they used to be thinking, oh, okay, we can get everything by our money. Do you understand? Are you listening? So these people, when they saw the shepherd is asking, who are you? They have some trust in him because he is a poor person, isn't it? They said, we are some believers. We are, running away from the country because the king is looking for us. Okay, he's definitely going to kill us. So we are just escaping the country. As soon as they said that, the shepherd said, all right, I'm going to escape as well. I'm a believer as well. Do you understand? So then what happened? The shepherd started, he started giving them company as well. And the dog was not leaving The shepherd, because the dog is so associated with the shepherd. So the dog was coming with the shepherd, and shepherd, it was his dog anyway. So he was going. Both, I mean, all of them were going. They found a tall mountain, right? And as they were very tired, they said, "Okay, we will have some rest inside a cave. Look for a cave." And they found a cave there, in between two mountains, right? They went into it. Listen carefully. They went into the cave of the mountain. You know cave, yeah? Hmm? It's like a hole, and it's like, usually it's pretty big. You can go into it and you can stay there. Like, you can make your house there, yeah? So they went into it, and then they slept. They were hungry as well. They slept, and their dog was so honest. You know, dogs are actually very, very loyal to their master. Yeah, exactly. They are very loyal to their owner, isn't it? Dogs are very loyal to their owner. They always try their best to guard their owner. Do you understand? So what happened? As soon as they slept, the dog went into the opening of the cave, and it was just, you know, looking everywhere like this, looking for any dangerous thing. Yeah.
The guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Dog.
So he was putting his both front legs like that, okay, into the opening of the cave, and everyone whoever comes near to the cave, they used to get scared looking at this dog, because the dog is so big. It's like a wolf. Do you understand?
It's a guard dog.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the German Shepherd. You know the German Shepherd?
No.
Big dogs. Yeah, it's like that.
German.
Exactly. Yeah. So listen, people used to get scared, but after a few days, few meaning like many days have passed, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took all people's soul away. So basically, literally, they were dead there. They were dead there. Do you know for how many years? For 300 years or more than that. That is what Allah mentioned in Quran. For more than 300 years. For more than 300 years. Okay, and each day Allah used to move their body. Okay, you understand, from one side to the other side. Subhanallah. Okay, because Allah didn't want the body to be rotten. Do you understand? Because they are not awake, and if you sleep in one side for too long, your skin and everything will start to it will be rotten, isn't it?
They want this section.
Yeah, exactly. And then what happened? After 300 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave their soul back into the heart, into their body, and then they woke up. And then what happened? The first thing they were looking for is their food, because they are so hungry. By then, they were so hungry. So one of them said to everyone, "Hey, we need to look for food. So who can go and get some food, being careful from the market?" Yeah. Because obviously they thought it's still the time, because they thought it's just they slept for a while only. Do you understand? But already more than 300 years have passed. Do you understand? So what happened? One of them went to the market to look for food, and he was holding some coins. Obviously, it's already more than 300 years old, isn't it? So when he went and asked the shopkeeper to give him some food, the shopkeeper gave him. After that, he has to give the money. When he gave the money, the shopkeeper he was looking at the money, and he said, "Oh, that's really old. How did you manage to get those monies, those notes and coins?" And he goes, "Huh? What are you saying?" Because he didn't know. Do you understand? The man of the cave doesn't know what's happening. So he said, "No, what are you talking about? How is it so old?" Then he goes, "Look, it's the king, this and such king. That money belongs to such and such king." Do you understand? So that means it's like you got something very old. So, and you look different as well. Well, the shopkeeper, when he was looking at that man, he looked quite old. If somebody is like, somebody comes to you who are before 300 years ago, yeah, if that person comes to you, you will just think like this person looks like an alien, isn't it? Huh? You will say, "Oh, you are an alien." Yeah, you do not look like a normal person. So the shopkeeper was doubting. So then what happened? He called the police and everybody, and then the men, they got scared, so he was running away. Do you understand? Then somehow they captivated that man. They caught the man, and then there was an old man who was searching for that money, and then he said, that money is more than 300 years ago. It used to be in our country, and he used to belong to that king who passed away long time ago. Once that caveman realized that the king, the tyrant who used to claim himself a god, he's not there anymore, he became a little bit content, like he became a little bit he started thinking, I'm safe now, isn't it? Huh? So then he said, okay, we used to all right, then I don't know what's happening exactly, but I believe if whatever you're saying is, if those are true, then that means we were sleeping for more than 300 years then, and Allah can do this thing only, isn't it? Huh? Only Allah can do things like that. So this story is matching the story of Uzair, which I mentioned last time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which was mentioned in Surah Baqarah. Remember, I was mentioning that. And this story of cave is matching the other story as well. So Allah can do anything whenever He wants, isn't it? Then what happened? The people started following that man, and he went to the cave, okay? And then he found all of them are waiting for food. And then the people started following them. And he said, look, please don't follow us, okay? So then what happened after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took their soul away again? Do you understand? So they died again. And their body and bones are still available. Do you know where it is?
Available?
It's somewhere in Jordan. Somewhere in
Jordan.
Jordan. And if you want to visit that country, if you ever go for a holiday in Jordan, you should go to see the habulkahf, which is the people of cave.
There's like somewhere in Jordan. There's 7 wonders of the world.
Sorry, say again.
So before one of the stuff in Jordan was part of 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah, exactly. All right, then, inshallah. Up to there.